Hooray, we made it. Another week of insanity. Oh, looky here. Chuck and Lori are already here. Oh, shoot, even Lori is officially here under her account law. Wow.
Hola.
They've been sloshing their way through the vineyards again.
There's worse things going on in this world
Yeah, well, nothing wrong with that.
than doing some vineyard sloshing.
Yeah. Well, he's just buying time for the 14th to come around,
Ah.
which is supposed to be the official release date out of Pocket 4P.
Don't they have a Pocket 4 already released?
Yeah, but now they have to Pocket 4P.
Oh my gosh, this is
P as in pro.
yeah, it's actually quite comical the way it's going. So I'm just taking advantage of the supply and demand pricing because that's what basically is happening for us.
Well,
Or the extra what's it called? The extra what's the freaking
Muse.
the extra Muse 2. I'm
Well,
looking forward to the extra Muse 2.
yeah, it's hard to keep track of what's what was those extras.
But it does, it looks fun. I mean, I every time I take, the Pocket 3 out and it works great, it's just like, well,
So while Chuck was sloshing his way through the vineyards, apparently already picked up the Pocket 4.
oh,
So we'll have to turn to him to see what it's like to be a cool kid. Since we're no cool kids, we don't have the Pocket 4 or the Pocket 4P.
I don't have it.
And then we're going to have a war to gimbal cameras anyway, because Canon is coming out with something, and so 360 is bringing something. I mean, it's going to be somebody that knows a whole lot more about cameras just going to have to, spend a whole bunch of money and explain the difference to us. Like you.
I'm a late comer to the party.
And that's what she said.
A late comer to the party. I'm trying to show you my
So what was it about anyway? Was you killing yourself there as I start the feed and without fail, here goes Dad. Bloop off the screen.
I had a split screen going with with X and my StreamYard, so they're both on the same Google screen. Anyway, I clicked that link and I accidentally hit the X.
Here's some initial impressions from Chuck on the Pocket 4 D-Lock overkill. Battery life is impressive. Tracking not as great as the paid reviewer said, but better, but still okay.
Yeah, the tracking wasn't that bad anyway. I don't know what they're trying to improve. I mean, far away tracking. I mean, you have to. I mean, I think what you're getting at is that now this is the tracking of this one's working just fine right here. I mean, that's
And Steve's like, Dad, you got this. I'm just gonna stay here and chill.
so I went and purchased the DJI 360. So it actually looked pretty good. It's hot as hell right now.
Oh,
And
I know.
and yeah, it's not bad. That's I didn't think exposures were bad. I go right in the sun, right in the fall, right in the shade. So here's shade. So this is the tough one right here. That exposure right there. It's doing a good job there. Because now I went from bright sun to shade. I mean, you can't see it. I just thought that was pretty impressive. So yeah, yeah. I've just got I'm doing a quickie on this one. But if I have nothing to compare with, and then this is the beauty of the 360 compared to the Pocket. Okay, see, try this with your Pocket camera. Do that with your Pocket. All right, all right. Do that. Try that one with your Pocket camera.
Did you remember to shut the battery door first?
Yeah, I did. Uh, I've got to do a pool robot review, so I had to quick. I decided that that's going to be the camera I'm going to shoot with, and I'm gonna stick it. I'm gonna put it in the water at the bottom of the pool and let it just run as I run another camera. So it'll be shooting a 360. So when the machine runs, I'm going to try to
That's
track it.
not a diver. He's not in on the water shots.
But that
Which
was
on
pretty
the
good.
water shots is a whole different animal.
Well, like I said, the Pocket is going to kick that camera's butt in one way. If I stop that footage and you look at a frame of it and you look at anything but what's in the center, the stuff on the outside is going to be, it's going to be, it's going to have artifacts and not really like stitch lines. Its stitch line actually is pretty good so far, but it only really focuses in the center of the footage, and where the Pockets hit a solid, 48 megapixel freaking image. That's, I don't know about the Pocket 4, because that's what I'm really interested in is can you shoot still shots with that? And if Chuck if he likes the footage that when he gets his still shots, that is a game changer, because that's the only camera you take with you on vacation at that point. When you can get a camera that does all that stuff. And then of course, if you can zoom in to a point with lossless, that's another huge plus. You just eliminate so many cameras at that point. So that'll be interesting, especially with the 4P.
The P.
So yeah, I love the Pocket's ability to stitch 6 shots together and make one giant frame. It does a great job. I mean, you can't see the stitch line. You can zoom in on all 6 images. I mean, there's not any good cameras. The cameras that can do that in a relatively reasonable lighting situation. But yeah, so this puppy is really a good price right now too. So if you're going to do this one or the extra Sfra, I can't even say it. Sfra. I think the Sfra is $25 to $30 cheaper than this one. It's almost Sphere, extra Sfra. It's how do you say it?
Sphere.
Is it Sphere?
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
SPHERE or something like that.
Yeah, the only reason why I'd shoot underwater with this is I have to, if you're doing a pool robot, you have to other than that, you know what I'm saying? I would never. I would if I would take a regular action camera because you got the curved lenses and you're supposed to put a housing on that thing. But now the X5, I dunked it in the water. I actually in the video that I'm going to put up, I actually have X5 footage where I'm actually recording the robot underwater. All I did was I took the X5, extended the stick, and just shoved it straight in the water. And I didn't need any lens correction whatsoever. I just stuck it in there. And then I pulled the thing out and then continued the shot. I mean, that's cool.
So apparently the Amazon seller said, we're not going to try to twist our tongue. We'll just call it the extra 360 camera. Boom, done. One way to deal with that.
The other thing about the DJI 360 is they did come up with a lens kit. So you can replace the lenses. And I put a link up to that video if you want to see that happening. There's a person replacing a lens, and the lenses are $30. They're this here. I'll show you that. And then because that's definitely worth let's see. I can share that one here. Let me put that in my other window. I think I can do that. Let's see that window. Yeah, that one. Let's
You
see.
sharing something? Because I'm not seeing anything.
Hold on there. Yeah, I don't have it on here. Let's see. Window. There we go. Let's see. Not that one. Chrome tab. Amazon. Yeah, here it is. There it is right there. $39. It's just not easy, with the kit, with like the 360 and then the X5, they just stole each other's technology about unscrewing and screwing them on. This
Yep.
one has a screw on. It actually has, but there's no like key grips. So you have to take like a forceps and turn it. So you have to have different tools, and then you have to loosen some glue they put on there because they glued it so the lens won't move,
Yeah.
So anyway, it's three pieces, and then they actually give you the tools with that. But I don't, and I'm guessing that the system is set up. Let me see if I can play. There's a video. You can see the process happening there. See how they're unscrewing it? I think they might be screwing it on at that point.
Screwing on now.
Yeah. And then they got the different rings, and it looks like surgery because it kind of is. I mean, it's not the same as simply just, a few minutes later. Exactly. I mean, they're pulling out a seal
that's been glued in.
Yeah. So but it's possible, it's then they have this aluminum one that you replace it with. You got to glue that shit in there. So, yeah. And there actually is a lineup mark. If you look at the top there, there's a little slot, and that's where you line it up. But this is to protect they put a couple of taps of glue, and then they throw that ring back on. So they give you that glue there.
Oh, that glue I have.
Yeah. So you put a little bit in there, and you just put that ring, and that protects that.
B7000.
But yeah, I mean, it was kind of cool to see that. I mean, so you don't have to send it in if you want to, give it a shot yourself. I would try. Why not? For $39, worst thing it can happen is, is
Well,
it
it's not like we can send shit in the DJI right now
right?
anyway.
And this does, and that,
Well,
this
you can
thing,
send it in, you're never going to get it back.
yeah, this one is slow enough. It's a really good detailed video. So it gives you all the assembly and disassembly. Yeah, and you just put that on there and voila. And so, and yet that I'm sure has to dry. So they don't give you a dry time, but when they fire it up, they didn't do any like lens adjustments. I didn't see a calibration at all. It just, I think the number of turns, the way the lens is made, is so accurate that once you turn it to that certain spot, it. So because the nothing in this video shows that they're doing anything other than what you just saw there. So I just thought that was nice to. It was nice to be able to do that.
Well,
Yeah. Anyway, it is possible. It is a possibility. All right. Okay. Let's go into the 04 dilemma. No, you want to go there? I don't know. You want to go to the
the 04
conspiracy?
drama.
The drama conspiracy. It's been a long time since we've had drama and a good old fashioned conspiracy. That DJI purposefully made crappy air units, knowing full well that they wouldn't work. And
Okay. What do we actually know about this whole 04 thing?
you
Okay.
probably should get everybody up to speed that doesn't know.
Okay. So there are issues with 04 Pro units manufactured since in 26, where people have a lot of vibration and movement in the picture that's not even supposed to be there. And it appears to happen with Rocksteady, and it appears to happen with Gyroflow. You turn off the Rocksteady, DJI uploads the gyro file, and then you can send it through Gyroflow to stabilize it. But Gyroflow has issues getting it stabilized because there has been a change in hardware. DJI replaced the gyro in the 04 Pro camera and is now using the exact same gyro that they've been using in the 04 Lite all along. As you recall, the 04 Lite had issues with some funky stuff going on in Rocksteady, and
I'm going to show you a sample.
I'm not even.
Can I just use a second of it? I want that little bit of a clip.
Okay.
Kai's having. All right, these are the two samples that squatting quads is basically putting up. If you don't like squatting quads, we love him. Anyway, he has a good example of the
Anybody that has to wear a fucking ski mask on those streams can't be quite right in the head.
All right, there. If you look at the gyro furl, you see the little flickering there. The flicking. That's something that we've noticed that happened with the 04 Lite. That right there.
Yeah.
And that's what is being discussed. That is a possibly a hardware problem. And of course, Mads Tech had his opinion too.
It's a software problem.
And that's probably
And there is a low band filter in Gyroflow that the Gyroflow dev said turn on the 5 kV or whatever 5K low band filter, and that makes it a whole lot more tolerable. It's still not perfect, but Gyroflow is going to have some catching up to do.
right.
DJI is going to have some catching up to do. But if I hear this bozo and his ski mask saying that the manufacturers are redesigning their drones to accommodate this new camera thing, I'm going to call bullshit on that. Okay.
Yeah, we've kind of deduced the logical answer, which is because I think both these guys have something going on, except for the fact that meaning that they have some good information, with the exception of nobody is doing any major redesign for anything for any reason. It's a difference between DJI reacting to a chip change. They went from a lower speed gyro chip to a faster one, and there's a problem in that speed in
Well,
its
that's not the
decoding,
only
right?
chip they changed. No, it's not the gyro chip difference. There's another. Their main
Right.
processor chip got changed
That's
too.
right. That's right. There's been a bunch of changes.
That one is faster now.
Yeah, they're talking to
The
each other,
gyros are about equal. I mean, it's just
but it's the translation, right? That's getting garbled a little bit. The translation between these hardware parts, is that?
that's the part we don't know because we don't have access to the data.
Yeah, and that's the one we're trying to figure out. So we're hoping it can get fixed with firmware. That's
Okay. For the drone manufacturers to go in and redesign their camera cages over something they don't even know what they're shooting for
right.
is absolute bullshit. I mean, you're not most of these drones like this one, there's an aluminum part right there. This is not something you just kind of change a little bit, and just changing the tooling, redesigning this. Then you got to send it to your test pilots. They got to try it out. That's a process that takes months. This is not something that's going to happen in a week or two, and it's going to cost a whole lot of money.
Yeah, when they make a frame, they make it for a long period of time. They don't, and then they make incremental changes, right? Not wholesale.
Yeah, I mean, to
Worker.
redesign the little metal part right there, that's going to take some doing. Okay. And if you don't know what's screwing up the camera, then what are you changing? It's just not happening. That's just a non-starter. I mean, reprogramming the mill, coming up with new dot and casts for the aluminum, and then remilling it, and that's that's a lot of work and a lot of development time and a lot of money. So anyway, I'd say hold your feet still, let shit start and get caught up, let DJI do their thing. I mean, that firmware upgrade, it's not exactly going to happen overnight, you know. And
Yeah, I think
it's
I
not
think
all
that
units. Not all units have that problem, because Matt's Tech has a 26, a fairly recent Air Unit Pro, made in 26, has the new gyro on it. He's got zero problems with it.
Yeah, the only problem I ever had was with the really small O4 lights.
Yeah, the
And there's
04
just
Lite,
there's just they're working on the dampening, because it's so small and it doesn't take much of anything to aggravate that gyro in there.
the 04 Lite, I think they're putting too much strain on the hardware with their firmware. I mean, the 04 Lite is not a very big unit to begin with. So you can't throw unlimited chipsets on that thing. So, but I mean, I'm flying the 04 Lights and I have no problem with those things. Matter of fact,
I was able to get it to work with the newer frame with the dampeners in it. I mean, that fixed it for me. I've never had once they got past that part, and it was in the then the problem went to the narrower camera. I didn't like the narrower camera, and of course that was fixed with the wide camera um, lens mod.
well, where's my battery? There's my battery.
Telemetry recovered.
Let's see, we have, because we do have some footage. We do have some footage from when I met up with Kelly and Chris,
Oh, good.
and that is the 04 Lite with the new white lens mod on it.
About time I get to see some. Though. There we go.
It's like first time flying. That's the maiden flight of that thing.
The real test is where you get down next to something and you turn. I've kind of fixed my problem. Well, there we go. With going 4x3, that helps a little bit. Yeah, that looks way better. You can already see out of the left side as you go around the tree. The left, your turns are a little wider and open. That's the weird nature of it, is to have that edge cut off. And
I had problems with the camera angle on that thing because the camera's up way too high.
yeah, you couldn't get cruising. Yeah, I like it where you got the sweet spot where the camera and your speed, because you can get slow and get around stuff.
Yeah, I've had issues. I had to readjust the camera on that.
Yeah.
But I think that's pretty acceptable footage out of an 04 Lite. And this, I don't even think has rock steady on.
Looks like it doesn't look like it's, yeah, because you're just holding level really good. if I have it in like um, angle mode and I'm just flying normal, that kind of helps keep everything nice and smooth. You keep it in or horizon steady or whatever, or horizon mode, angle mode, probably angle mode. Horizon mode's weird. That always helps.
There's this Kelly flying, I think.
You said if you narrow the view, does the barrel distortion go away? Yeah, that's yeah, because you can see the tree to your left and right better. That's definitely yeah, right there. Or you might make that turn right there. See, you went tight around that any of those trees. Yeah, right there. That was pretty good. You got that right tilt and
Yeah, this is Kelly flying.
yeah, I now record I record in
This was actually recorded in 1080.
yeah. But yeah, doesn't seem like he's struggling with space or anything. And when you have to go between something, you can line up better with the
So that 04 light was the white lens kit is definitely
yeah.
money.
I'll be going up to the top of that building there and kind of falling down the side there. Woo-hoo! It's fun to go into those trees though.
Um,
You got good you got a lot of places to go. You can go into the eaves of the house and you got a Bardwell fence there.
yeah. Well, it's a nice place to fly.
Yeah.
It's too small to fly the 7-inch.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, that would be a tough one. It's possible, but you got the wires on that side and
But that is, let's see, that's a total of 6 minutes, 7 minutes that he's flying on that thing.
yeah, that's really good. That's a good flight time for a small quad.
For a 3.5 inch. And I
That's a
don't
pretty
think he was even pushing on the battery yet. I think he actually came in early.
see that's fun right there. You can get into that and yeah, it doesn't seem like he's struggling. He's gonna go through the well there. Yeah, that's I think if you stop that well shot there, that helps because you'll see both poles. It just helps you line up when you got that wider.
Yeah.
There we go. I knew he'd get close to the building eventually. It's kind of hard not to. I'd have to go up to the edge of the top of that building and just kind of drop in there. Still a little drop in. Yeah. Oh, I see that. You can go right through the building from that way. Yeah, that's right. It's like a corn crib, like an old breezeway there. That's
This
pretty good.
isn't, this is at the old Rogers homestead. It was built in 1861. And when they developed that business park, they went ahead and restored the house and the barn. People lived in that thing till 1937.
It's a nice little, probably 2 bedroom house. It looked like they put an addition out the back there. There he goes. He's going to hit the wire somewhere. Here you go into the building. Oh no, he's not going to do that.
So I mean,
I wouldn't be playing with fire over by those. I'd be doing all my flying in that on that street there. You could actually use that street as a nice little racetrack. Yeah, that's a nice little spot. If I had that close to me, I'd be flying that one probably every couple weeks just to go test out the small quads like that. I really don't have anything cool like that to fly in. I have a park, but it's it's got baseball fields and it's not the same. That's got like interesting stuff to fly in. You can challenge different. It's got good character.
so yeah, no, this is
Yeah, it does have this barrel distortion. I just don't. That's just what the what that.
you know what? By the time you shoot this through gyroflow, whatever distortion you might see on the edges is going to be gone anyway.
Yeah,
This is raw footage. This is, I mean, I've
right,
got my quad plugged into the computer.
right.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is as raw as it
yeah. It's
gets.
coming off the card.
Not even card. It's coming off the onboard storage.
Oh,
So
that's nice. I think that gives me a good feeling for the camera field of view.
I might as well share.
Now, did you fly the?
Two.
Oh no, you
This
didn't
is
have
this
the.
is Chris flying now. And no, he did not make my controller into a
Same quad, different pilot.
yeah. Quad ain't happy
Of course,
because
Chris is going to go up to the building. That's something that a Chris has got to do. That's a nice little drop, though. He was just trying to make sure he didn't break it. Yeah, before I'd even attempt to drop, I'd probably go down where the grass is in case I had to bail out.
So yeah, no, this thing is very flyable.
Yeah, it's a good little quad. Yeah, that's like I said, that's a good test of the wide camera. They're going through that the well there. Is that your quad there overheating?
Yeah, it's not overheating, but it's definitely not happy.
Oh, you got it
I've
on
got it
by the
sitting
fan.
on a fan.
Oh,
It
okay.
is sitting on a fan.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm gonna have to shut it off.
It's happier. That's how I was listening to that sound. I heard that before.
All right. Leave on the fan for a little bit, let her cool off. But yeah, no. The 04 light was the white man's kit is definitely feasible. And then this booger showed up.
Yeah, the GT.
The GT2.
GT2. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch Captain Drone. He flew the GT2.
He put the GT2 on a plane. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I did see that amount. That's I didn't he was chasing another plane. Yeah, that's right.
So a
I
word
I,
of
I
caution was the GT2. If you plan on putting this in a quad, there's a couple of things you need to be aware of. The VTX itself is 23 millimeters tall. Most of your quads use 20 millimeter standoffs, meaning you got 20 mil between the bottom plate or the mid plate and the top plate. That's creating a little bit of an issue because you need the 23 plus some space because there's a fan sitting on top of it. So that hot air needs to go somewhere. If this is sitting flat up against the top, that air ain't going nowhere. So you need some extra breathing room there. And Jim's here. Howdy, fella. So, of course, none of my frames this thing would fit in. So, for a quick solution, I've ordered the GEP RC Vapor D6 because in the back it has 30 mil standoffs.
That just really shows you
A
how
lot of
good that
room
is. Yeah.
over the top for that thing to breathe.
Yeah, it's probably another 4 mil wider than
So
the
there's room
DJI
to breathe
VTX.
on there. Okay, come from
But
the
it
back.
fits in there. I mean, I thought for like for just for for guarantee, get yourself like an Apex frame that's like
Yeah.
freaking giant.
What I like was this frame is the USB port is easily accessible, and on the other side, USD card
I mean,
is
that's
easy.
perfect for that. I mean, you get that figured out. I mean, that looks great. I mean, that looks
Okay. Then these antennas are bigger. Everybody's now making for the smaller DJI antenna, so I had to modify this antenna mount for bigger holes to accommodate the bigger straws on this thing. The GPS that normally sits in the back whacked off this end where the GPS would go. So we'll just have room for the antenna back there. And the GPS actually ended up in the front.
don't normally
Uh,
you have to run the antennas to the front then? Isn't that how I'm trying to think?
what?
The antennas they mount to the front normally, right?
No, the antenna,
Or originally in the
the
back.
control, the control signal.
Yeah. Have to do.
That's the dual band XR1 receiver in here.
Yeah. That's
That's 900 meg and 2.4 gig. And then it has the Avatar Pro camera on the front.
that's the only one in town, man. There's nothing like that anywhere.
But then the power requirements of this Avatar GT2 is different than any other one of the digital ones, where this one requires a minimum 11.1 volt.
Dang.
And all your DJI and the rest of the avatars, they all do was 2S. They start at 2S. This one starts at 3S. Now, most of your flat controller have like a 9 volt or a 10 volt tap on it or back on it. Well, the 10 volt back ain't gonna be enough.
Yeah, Jim was asking about your antennas there.
I haven't flown this thing yet, so I can't tell you if it's if it makes for better signal or not. But these are definitely taller antennas, and I'm not mad about that. Because I really do think the antennas like here on the Avatar Pro, those antennas are way too short. Because if you get your top plate on here and now you get your battery on top of that, your battery's going to block your signal. I mean, you're going to be up like that a bit, but still,
yeah. That's an interesting point.
If we want to give it a comparison, you know.
Only I would catch him in a branch there, Jim.
But yeah, it's 3S to 6S, and it's not 6S HV, so you need to be careful what's the power requirements for this thing. But I did get it shoehorned in here. It was a little bit of challenging. I thought I was going to save myself a bunch of work by buying the power kit, or the what they call it again, the WTF PV.
WTF.
No, it's actually WTF PV without FPV. Yeah, but they need to put a dash between the T and the F so people don't. Yeah, it took me a while to catch on to that part too. But hey, for $200 or 200, that was 209 for the frame kit with the motors and the stack already all put together. That's not bad. For what I paid for that WTF PV kit, I couldn't have bought the materials.
I'm playing this for Jim right here and his long antennas.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
That's the most horrible.
Dad getting out a chainsaw.
That's the most horrible feeling ever, right there. Look at how good the video is, though. That's great video. What the hell is that? Is that the original air unit right there, 10E? I think it is. I think that's the original air unit right there. Gosh. I just love the sound when it bites into the freaking cottonwood. Oh my God. All right. One more time. We got to hear this one more time.
Well, you're not sharing any sound, so we can't hear it.
Okay. Oh, let's see if I can share the sound. I thought I had that turned on.
Yeah, we got to take this off, and then you got to reshare with sound enabled.
Oh, let's see. It should. Oh, I see you here. I need to take it off and put it back on. Yeah, here. Let me try it again here. You got to have the sound, man. Let's see. Oh, there we go. With audio. There we go. There it is. Got it. Allow. Okay.
Okay. Now we got sound.
There we go. Here we go.
Ouch.
Oh, that is so high in that tree too, man. That is freaking 60, 70 feet up there. I was just that has got to be the worst feeling ever. So
I don't know if that's the worst feeling or the feeling when you realize you turned your quad off mid-flight.
yeah, that's pretty bad too. Mid-flight, right before landing, I was coming in, man.
Yeah, well, you were coming in, but I mean, you kind of turned off.
Nothing like taking your mode switch and pretending and forgetting that it's not your freaking cutoff switch. Uh, yeah.
How did you get it down? Oh boy, here we go.
Just watch the video. I can tell you, okay.
He was fixing to find himself a damn chainsaw and cut the whole damn tree down.
I basically I took a nail puller, a big metal nail puller, and then I tied it to some climbing rope, and I just was swinging it and flipping it up into the branch, and then it would it would go over the branch and give me some weight, and then I would pull on it to get it to shake, and it took me a bunch of throws to get it to the right spot. I mean, and then you're just praying that you can get it loose. And then it fell down into the next set of branches.
Chuck has some technical issues here. Yes, you have to keep the computer plugged in for it to work.
Yes.
Unless you're dealing with laptops. But I don't think your NAS has the battery like the laptop does. But anyway,
yeah.
So 6-inch flight coming up sometime soon.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that. That's a great. If you're gonna fly yours, I probably got to fly mine too. I haven't flown mine forever since I crashed it.
Well, you got a new camera on it now, right?
Yeah, everything works good, and I fixed the switches. I got that straightened out, and so it is.
I did get to fly the big 7-inch there at that farmhouse. Was the big freaking battery, but
wow, that's scary. That's just low and slow.
That was way too scary.
Yeah, if I'm going to fly something that big, I'm going to get it up in the air as high as I can so I can get the feel for it. It's hard to kind of balance that weight, even though I guess 7-inch props that you just don't know. Because 7-inch props are that's a lot of surface area.
They're 7.5 inch too, so.
But you got a 10-pound freaking brick it's carrying.
No, about 2 pounds.
2-pound brick, yeah. 2 pounds. 2 pounds isn't bad.
Just under 2 pounds.
That is so much.
The whole thing is quite sizable.
It's 6S, right? Yep. So yeah, so you're flying 6S. You got plenty of punch.
6S 2P.
He has to go to a town hearing to argue against Amazon using my neighborhood as a drone delivery test area. What?
Well, I mean, here's the 7.
Yeah.
Compared to the 6.
Yeah, 7's just freaking that much bigger. You got an inch on either end, and then you put a big in a square. That is so big. It's like the 10, the big one, the Big 10 is even more massive. I mean, yeah, it's like I said, it's an inch on either side.
Yeah,
they weigh 83 pounds loaded.
And then we got the 10 amp battery with it, right?
Well, you could have Kai living next to you there, flying his freaking. And he gets out his big 10-inch.
They do really good with their drone deliveries and Dallas. They only hit 2 buildings so far that we know of.
I wonder how they program that. I mean, there's a computer, I guess, doing it. It's got to be something, because obviously the heights of buildings is taken into consideration. I mean, I've
It
planned
should be
routes like
taken in consideration at least.
I guess you could hit the antenna.
No,
LiDAR is not
it
foolproof.
just smack ran on the side of a freaking building.
Yeah, but LiDAR, if LiDAR has to be able to determine if a building site, I guess if it's a shiny building, it could be like a mirror. Oh man, I'll never see anything that cool here. So we'd be a great test place because we have no buildings. That's what they need to do. They need to test it in a place like where I live, where there is nothing to run into. Just drop freaking packages dead random. You'd always know where my house is. It's the one.
At your rate of consumption from Amazon, that freaking drone be just back and forth to your house.
You'd always know where my house is if they had drone delivery, because it would be the one where the drone's always flying to.
Anybody asking directions to your house? It's the house that was the drone hovering above.
Oh, yeah, oh my gosh! I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to get on this little subject here, but we had a hacker hack into our grading program at school,
Oh boy.
and we have two programs that talk to one another. So what sucks is the one that it talks to, the one that talks to the main one is the one that got hacked. So they cut off all of the upload or all of the down, all the updating. So now I have to take everything and manually move it to the other one. What the hell? Technology, I love it. I told the kids, I said, it's only going to hurt you guys. It ain't going to hurt me, because I'm cutting off grades tomorrow so I can manually move all these freaking grades over. But yeah, it's probably one of those kids that hacked it. So one of them was probably trying to change their grades. That's a dream of all of ours.
It kind of fits.
Look at that battery. That is giant. It's like a can of C4.
Well, I mean, that's a 10 amp, 24 volt battery. You can probably power one of your scooters with this thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's big. 20 amps?
10 amp.
Or 10 amps? It's getting close. Probably a little scooter easy. 10 to 10,000 mAh. Now that's only that is really close to a scooter battery, because most of them are either 17 mAh, they're 20, well, they're 48 volts. So you'd have to.
This is continuous discharge, 250 amp.
That'll he's at it's like, how long will that fly? Probably 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. With those big props.
To fly on the 7.5 inch for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Because if he's just milking the throttle with those big props and flying really efficiently, I mean, literally he's flying an umbrella. I mean, it's heavy, but it's very, I mean, it's those propellers are really efficient, those big ones. So
yeah, I wouldn't fly this battery on a 6 inch. Wait.
That's almost what a 5-inch feels like sometimes with some of the batteries I put on there.
But no, yeah, that 7 inch, no, it's called the Rock 7, but it's actually 7.5 inch prop on it. And according to manufacturer, was the 8,000 mAh 18650 battery You're supposed to get like 28 minutes or something. I got another 2,000 more on this. I do have a little bit more weight, but it's only like 20 grams more. So, yep, it'll fly.
It'll
And
fly.
it'll fly for a while.
Yeah, 30 minutes. That's a cruiser, man. That's that's where
30 minutes. That's 30 minutes in the goggles, brother. That you gonna go cross-eyed before you get to the end of that.
yeah. If I took my 6-inch out to the river and flew the cliffs, I'd get 8 minutes maybe.
I mean, I need to take it out to the AMA field here and really
Test
fly it.
out. That's what I wish. That's kind of why I wish I had a field like that, is for testing out, in battery endurance. That'd be nice because you could just
Yeah.
fly. You got that big, that big old area, and you could, test out battery duration really well without having to worry about running into anybody.
I'm gonna change out receiver on that thing and put a
TBS,
diversity receiver on it.
Crossfire.
Nope,
Oh,
ELRS.
PLRS. Oh, yeah, okay, that's right. I guess there's no reason for it when you got 900. When you got diversity, you got both. So
Yeah, I can do crossband or I can just do 900 on both. And
best of both.
the GX12 radio that I have has the dual transmitter on it, and it'll have to see this antenna on here is, can I get this thing to focus?
That's what I
It
had.
does 915 and 2.4.
I had that on Mr. Croc. He'd still be here.
So I've got one antenna upright in the back, and the other antenna is going to be right here in the front, horizontal. So this will be a beast. But like I said, there's a gentleman that found a way to encrypt the radio signal in the LRS. It's apparently a fairly simple process. If I can do a military strength encryption with TBS, Crossfire, but you lose your multi-bind and you can only bind one receiver to one module. You cannot bind multiple receivers to one module. And that's where they kind of lose me on that. The developer of the ELRS encryption says it doesn't matter. That does not affect anything. So you still have one module and multiple receivers bound to it. So,
Well, I think we got a taco call coming.
there's a taco call coming.
Yeah.
We got a
Taco time.
Violet Summer. Who is Violet Summer?
It's love you a long time.
That's what I'm trying to find out too. Let's see. Join on March 26, 26. Has nothing on the channel. So we don't know who Violet is. She says game over. Okay. he, she, whatever.
She's saying that it's taco time. I'm gonna have to fix that for her. Game over.
Yeah. So we have 7 watching and 3 likes. I'm gonna work on that sometime.
You guys, come on, man. What's wrong with you?
Oh, 5 likes. How about that?
Oh.
Yes, Victoria's Secret. Taco time.
Oh my gosh. Anyway. So I'm mostly products here on out. I do have one drone, but we'll see where that one goes. I got another thing. I got another dilemma too, another project. But I think I've got a scooter coming, I think.
A scooter.
Yeah. It's an awesome the company's called Awesome. They make really awesome scooters, but it's a high performance one, dual motor.
I want a scooter, but
you got to have like good pathways. You have to have real good. They're great on just paths. If you just want to tool around on bike paths, they're perfect for that. I don't feel very comfortable on streets. I can do streets, but if you feel like it's different than being on a bike. So
thank you, Chuck.
thank you. All righty, let's go ahead and
it is time to
update our let's see here.
So don't buy into all this freaking 04 Pro hype right now.
Yeah.
And we don't know the extent of what's going on. We know there's been some hardware changes, and now the firmware is going to have to catch up to it. And I don't think there's going to be much of an issue for very long. But I do not foresee all the manufacturers changing their frames around to accommodate for a problem they don't even know what's causing it. So let's just all take a step back and relax and give everybody a chance to figure out what the actual fuck is going on.
Well, I guess the last thing my last comment is that if you're drone flying, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to fly that's good. It's just we got so spoiled with all new stuff. If you're looking for a drone, there's plenty of things to do still. It's just the FPV world is kind of, caught in tribalism right now. But I think that
there's a lot of shit going on with that new Artisan KAP yada whatever.
But I definitely want to try another system. And Walksnail is still breathing right now. And they're
definitely still breathing.
Yeah, they're breathing, and they still got relevant goggles. I mean, if you buy the Goggles X, they're still freaking good. I mean,
don't even bother buying the Goggles X. Buy the first version, because everything still works, even on the first one. And I've seen the original Walksnail goggles on sale for like $200.
Yeah, I know what. Yeah, are those 1080? Are they 720?
Yeah.
Yeah, the gray ones.
They are. Yeah, well, the gray ones or the white ones, right?
The white, yeah.
There was a Fat Shark Dominator HD.
Yeah.
I saw him on saw a guy on the FPV marketplace selling the Fat Shark version for $200.
Yeah,
I
they're good.
damn near bought it too.
Yeah, I got
And actually, the fitment on the first one is better than on the X. Oh, Dick Tracy here talking into his watch.
yeah, I'm looking at the Dominators right now. 489
Yeah,
with a
well, that
bundle with the Walk Snail Redbird.
you can new ones. The new original goggles what 380 now, but you can buy used ones for like 200 250.
Interesting.
And if I were to start in the digital now, that's probably the way I would go.
Because you can fly with pretty much
As of right now, all the VTXs that Walksna is out will pair with the V1 goggles still. Even the new GT2.
wow. Yeah, 458 on the for at Rotor Riot for the
Yeah, Rotor Riot, you go look somewhere else. Rotor Riot is so freaking overpriced on that shit, it's not even funny anymore. Especially when they hit you that price is not even your final price. Then when you go check out, they'll hit you with another tariff bonus on it.
you can get a Pro Kit and a Walk Snail HD Goggles X for 579. So you're out, you can automatically put that in whatever quad you want right there. I'd load that sucker into the I don't know if that's got a long you have to have a longer you have to have a longer camera cable to get it in the 6-inch.
Well, Chuck, the thing is the stores are
459.
the stores are kind of up against it right now, but I thought the tariffs went away again temporarily till they figured out another way to raise them again.
Well, my friend,
It is time.
at this time,
Time to give it up.
time to go in.
Any more words of wisdom?
No, I think we
Bye,
covered.
Lori.
I think we covered a lot of things today. I think we really. It's nice to have a little gossip. I think that kind of helped a little bit, even though it's, you know, it wouldn't keep me from
I'm
buying
sorry,
it.
I cannot take a YouTuber seriously if he's wearing a fucking ski mask on the stream. Okay.
I would still buy an 04 if I was going to buy a quad with 04 because usually they test them and everything. Like if you bought it with the 04 in it, I wouldn't feel any problem flying that.
Matt Stake bought in the house that was just sent the Flywoo 25 whatever
Yeah.
was the a brand new 04 Pro in it, and he has no problems.
I mean, 04 light would go well in just about anything, 5-inch with the wide, you can fly that and just mount a camera. There's all kinds of stuff you can do.
Yeah.
There's a gazillion great cameras to stick on that.
Well,
If you wanted to go camera.
I think the Flywoo White Lens kit, they actually make what they call a Pro kit now that has the white lens on it, has a UV filter on it to protect the lens, and it has the CNC case.
The 04 footage isn't bad out of that. It's not it if you put it through GyroFlow and then and then put it through ProRes, and you render it in ProRes, it's good footage. I've put it up and I've like, well, that's pretty good. You know, it's fun for showing flights. If you get the right lighting and everything, it's great. I mean, it's not 04 Pro, but it's freaking, it's doable. That's for sure.
See, this is the Flywheel 04 Wide Area Pro.
Yeah,
That has the
169. You
CMC
can't beat that.
housing for the board and it has a longer coax cable on it already
You get two of them for the price of one,
at $169.
and you can buy a couple of power unit, ELRS freaking drones, and you're still flying with your same gear. So it's all good. I'm. It's kind of nice that the GPS stuff slows down. It really allows you to just kind of walk away for a bit.
So this really is kind of bringing the cost down a good bit again
Yeah.
for the DJI on the
Yeah.
DJI side, and that's a good thing.
And you said Flywoo has been really good at getting products out and innovating a little bit.
I've been really impressed with Flywheel, and I've been pretty impressed with AliExpresses of late too. It took 2 weeks to get me that frame, that Vapor.
Yeah.
There was a miscommunication on the tracking, and I'm like, why isn't this tracking updating? And then I went into the message, and the seller actually messaged me in there and said, here's the correct tracking number. And at that point, that unit was already in Dallas. So, like, it showed up the next day. So, now AliExpress figured it out, and Flywheel really's got it figured out because Flywheel takes about 10 days to get here.
Yeah, if I were to buy a FPV quad, I'd be getting the Flywoo, the Firefly 25, or maybe the 20 even, because it's 4S with the 04 wide in it. The price is not bad, and then you get a little ripping quad that you can just buzz around. I got batteries for it.
Does Deep Space sell just a power kit for the 35?
All right, I got to get going.
So if I had any word on it, this is where I would. Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah. Oh, $499 right there.
This is right
That's
here.
04 Pro, 3.5. That's a ripper, right?
04 Pro on the RS. That's kind of pricey.
Yeah, that's 500 bones there. No, let's go for what's the ELRS right there.
There's no VTX ELRS 2.4 with GPS, $215. And then you get that kit for 169 for the 04.
Yeah, put the light in there. Bang.
Yep. That's what this is. This is what I've got right here.
Yeah, you're right. That's the one you were flying today or in the video. That's right.
Yeah. This is where I would send you.
Deep Space.
But I think this is set up for 4S.
4S Deep Space.
6S.
This is bang good. 04, that's not 04 Pro. There's no way. Yeah, that's analog.
Yeah, 4 to 6S.
ELRS with GPS without camera or VTX. Yeah, 212.
Yep.
All righty, Kai. I do have to go.
All right. You all have a good night. We all got to go. No more words of wisdom.
Nope. I gave them up.
All right. Good night, y'all. See you whenever we'll see you. Adios.